Hi, good evening. Nice to see you again. This is Amy Lei, a stock trainer at Home Lei Chart, which is a stock training school. And today is the 16th video of my channel, Amy Stock Analysis Daily. Okay, so yesterday I have shared with you this very powerful bullish pattern called bamboo shoot, right? And today I'm going to cover some details about this pattern, okay? So the topic today is the second part of stocks booming like bamboo shoot, okay? So yesterday we have mentioned this bamboo shoot, right? So bamboo shoot can grow at a very fast speed. It can grow to as tall as 15 meters within 6 weeks at a speed of 30 centimeters per day. So the reason why it can grow at so fast speed, because before it sprouts, it spends 4 years growing its roots beneath earth. So, and also we have mentioned after rain, that's about the time that the bamboos would sprout. The bamboos will sprout, okay? And similarly, we have mentioned for stock market, what kind of stock can soar up by as high as 50%, maybe even higher in several days? The answer is this kind of share usually before the rally, the big rally, it has to spend a long time building up a narrow consolidation platform, okay? And we have mentioned when exactly would the stock begin to soar up after when it is building the consolidation platform. We mentioned when the big boys increase sharply, and the retailers disappear completely. That is the moment when the price would begin to soar up, okay? Can you see here? The big boys based on multicolored dragon here, the red bar has already increased greatly to more than 25%. And the retailers, the green bar, right? Green bar stands for the retailers. Retailers disappear completely. And already the price break up the consolidation platform. This is the moment when the price would begin to soar up, okay? So in conclusion, we mentioned this bamboo shoot pattern, the extremely bullish pattern. The conditions to be satisfied will be, firstly, the price must consolidate within a narrow rectangle area for a while. And secondly, based on multicolored dragon, the big boys increase significantly and the retailers disappear completely, right? And we buy when the price break up the consolidation platform. Okay, so for all these three conditions, condition one is very easily to be satisfied. You can find a lot of patterns in reality that the price consolidate within a narrow rectangle area for a while. But the problem is, for many, the second condition cannot be satisfied. So that's the reason why bullish stocks still are the minority. Okay? So, for example, we can check, this is a Singapore share called Singtel, right? So we see this is very standard rectangle consolidation area, right? But we see after the consolidation area, the price failed to break up, rather it dropped below, right? So means for this time it actually failed. And then for this second time, it's very similar to the first time. But then, can you tell just by checking the candlesticks whether or not this time it will be successful or not? Cannot. We don't have enough information to judge. Maybe it would break up. Maybe it would just like the first time would turn downward again, drop further, right? So how do we know whether or not it would be successful? Okay, so that's why the second condition for the bamboo shoot pattern, very important. We always have to check the energy supply, whether or not the big boys already participated. If the big boys already entered, means continuous, stable money inflow. That's the energy, means energy supply is sufficient enough, right? Then if we check for Singtel, finally for this time, the second time actually is a successful one. But we cannot get this information just by checking the candlesticks. Okay, so here, combined with multicolor dragon, right? By checking multicolor dragon, we will see that the first time, why it failed for the first time? Because we see the big boys very little, right? Very short red bars. And then for the second time, although it looks very similar as the first time, consolidation, narrow consolidation area for a while, but we see during the consolidation period, the big boys already more than 50%, right? It remains above 50% all the time. And once the price break up the sideways platform, and we see here the big boys increase significantly, right? The previous day, big boys, the red bar is here. The following day, increased to more than 75% here, 75%, right? So this is the beginning of the rally. Okay, so means for the bamboo shoot pattern, the second condition is extremely important. We must need the retailer's green bar disappear, and at the same time, the red bar, the big boys, at least be more than 25, and the more the better. The second time, why? After that, it can be successful, and it can be a very big rally because the big boys are above 50% already for a long time. And then for the first time, why it failed? Firstly, the retailers seldom disappear, right? And secondly, the big boys not good enough. And here, when the price about to break up, we actually see the big boys reach the 25, right? So here it is a very deceptive timing here. It's a very deceptive moment. Maybe you would think that the price would break up because it has a promising look. When the retailers also disappear, can you see here the green bar actually disappeared completely, and the big boys here already reached the 25. It looks promising, right? But simply the big boys cannot continue increasing, so it failed. But still, we can say at this moment, around this timing, we have the probability that it would be successful, right? So it satisfies the condition, roughly satisfies the condition, right? So then, how can we improve our success rate further? Is there another method so that we can know for sure at this moment no chance? Because we know the secret of all TA masters, technical analysis masters, is they always try to set off the uncertainties as much as possible and always try to pursue high success rate as high as possible. That's the secret for all TA masters. Okay, so it's the same for us. How can we increase our success rate further so we can be more assured that this is not the right timing? Here, combined with multicolored dragon, right? Homely rainbow, right? So in previous videos, I also mentioned the homely rainbow. This is a very powerful trend indicator. We know that trend is the core of technical analysis. It's the core of technical analysis. All the studies are about the trend, right? So homely rainbow is the powerful tool to distinguish the trend, including long-term, represented by the white rainbow lines, medium-term trend, represented by the yellow rainbow lines, and medium-term to long-term trend, represented by the blue rainbow lines, and finally the short term represented by the 3 red line and 1 green line. Previously, the first time we have this narrow consolidation area, that's when the price still below the white rainbow lines. White rainbow lines stand for the long-term trend. It tells us whether the share is bullish or bearish. Obviously, at this moment, it still remain bearish, and the white rainbow lines here is acting as very strong resistance. So when we have realized that this area is the strong resistance, is the area where the price faced with strong resistance of the white rainbow lines, then we will know that the success rate would be lower. Success rate would be lower because energy supply not sufficient enough, just a touch 25. If the big boys red bar cannot continue increasing, then certainly no energy supply, no sufficient energy supply to for the price to break up the resistance, right? So at this moment, we definitely would not buy because we know the success rate is not that high. So the uncertainty is higher, or the risk is higher than chances. So we would give up or would stay sidelines first. But here, you check the pattern looks roughly the same, but the position, location is quite different. At this moment, we see the price already above the white rainbow lines. And white rainbow lines here already change direction from downward to going flat. And the yellow rainbow lines standing for the medium-term trend, right, already above the white rainbow lines. Means this is already after the long-term bullish reversal. Means the price already in long-term uptrend. If the price already in long-term uptrend, then we have this narrow area of consolidation for a while. Then the success rate would be higher, would be much more higher. And at the same time, we check the big boys, right? So energy supply sufficient enough, more than 50%. So when the price break up, this is the perfect entry point. This is almost 100% safe. Actually, no one can reach 100% accuracy rate in the market, but at this moment, it's almost 100%. Okay, so it's quite a safe entry point. Okay, and then here we see for this pattern OCBC, right, Singapore share, we see a similar pattern, narrow area of consolidation for a while. But if we check the multicolored dragon below, we see when the price break up the sideways platform, we still have a lot of retailers here. We still have a lot of green bars, right? Although the big boys also increasing, but the retailers didn't disappear completely. That's for one thing. The second thing, we know that for the trend, long term still bearish, and before the price reached the blue lines and white lines of homely rainbow, the lines are acting as very strong resistance. So when we see the price reach the blue rainbow resistance, we see the price drop for 2 days. Then when it break up, reach the white rainbow lines. White rainbow lines would be the strongest resistance. So very high probability that the price would turn downward at the resistance of the white rainbow lines. Then we can see the result is, see, once the price touch the white rainbow lines, then drop immediately. So this is not the real bamboo shoot pattern. This is not a bamboo shoot pattern. Why it's not? For the first thing, the retailers never disappear completely. For the second thing, the long-term trend is still down. We need to find those stocks in long-term uptrend, or maybe or maybe at the same time when the long-term trend is already is reversing. Okay, show you. Okay, this is another example. It also looks like the bamboo shoot pattern, but we see the same phenomenon. Retailers remain there all the time, and the long-term trend is down. So the price reached the resistance at the blue rainbow, then turn downward. This is not a bamboo shoot pattern. Okay, and then for this one, this is the real bamboo shoot pattern. Why this is the bamboo shoot? Because we see the consolidation area, it appears just at the same level of the white rainbow lines, right? It appears at the same level of the white rainbow lines, and once the price break up the consolidation platform, this candle, focus on this small T-shaped candle here, we see the big boys increase significantly. Retailers already disappear completely, and the big boys remain above 25 for a while, quite stable, right? All the time when the price consolidates during the area, the big boy red bar above 25 all the time, and this is already the price break up the resistance at the white rainbow lines. So this is already means confirm this is the reversal. This is the reversal point, or long-term reversal. After long-term reversal means the price would turn long-term bullish. So you buy here. This also counted as the bamboo shoot pattern. You see, in just 2 days, your profit is 18%. 2 days, 18%. Okay. This is the first type of bamboo shoot pattern, when the consolidation area appear at the same level of the white rainbow lines. At the same level of white rainbow lines means bamboo shoot pattern at a long-term reversal. Okay. Long-term bullish reversal. The bamboo shoot pattern appear at a long-term bullish reversal period. That's the first type of bamboo shoot. Okay, so this is the second type. Second type of bamboo shoot is already reversed to long-term, remain in long-term bullish for a while. Then we have a consolidation area, and we have the big boys. Of course, the big boys need to be stable, at least above 25. The more big boys, the better. The longer the bars, the better. We see for this one, the big boys, when the price consolidate during the area, the big boys remain roughly around 75, means it's extremely bullish. So that's why we see in 4 days our profit is also not a bad one, 14%. 14% of profit in 4 days. Price, focus on this candle, key candle, price break up the consolidation platform. big boys increase significantly. How to check whether or not it increased significantly? We check the purple line, right? The purple line already within the red bar. Okay, so this is the moment when the price will begin to soar up. Okay, this is the second pattern of bamboo shoot pattern. Okay, second type of bamboo shoot pattern. So check this one. So this is roughly the can be regarded as the pattern 1 because the consolidation area, it appears at the same level of the white rainbow lines, right? White rainbow lines at the same overlap with the consolidation area. And we see once the price break up the consolidation platform, at the same time the big boys increase significantly. Previously is only at the 50 level, and when it's this candle, the big boys almost reached 75%, and retailers almost disappeared. So this is a very good entry point. Okay, so in a very short time, 15 days, we have 70% of profit. So that's also quite crazy, 70% of profit. Okay, and this is of course the second type, right? Bamboo shoot pattern 2, because we see it's already in long-term bullish. This is a sub-new share. Currently, we don't have the white rainbow lines. The longest term is the blue rainbow lines, right? And we see already the price above the longest term of trend lines, the blue ones, and this is already regarded as the long-term bullish. And then we have the consolidation area. Once the price break up and the big boys increase significantly, when the purple line is within the red bar, so this is the moment when the price would begin to soar up. So we see in 6 days the profit is 26%. This is bamboo shoot pattern 2. Okay, so how about this? This also is the bamboo shoot pattern 2. Okay, and remember, the longer the consolidation area lasts, the better, and the narrower the consolidation area, the better, and the more big boys, the better. And this pattern, this pattern, it satisfies all the conditions perfectly. So this is the best pattern, and this is why you see the profit is a dramatic one. You see, just in 17 days, your profit tripled, already tripled, more than tripled. Why it can be so big? The rally can be so big one, because all the conditions are satisfied perfectly. Very narrow consolidation area, and consolidation lasts for quite a long time. You see, this should be around 2 months, I believe, around 2 months, more than 1 month at least, 2 months here. 2 months of consolidation and in a narrow area. And when you see the price break up the set consolidation platform, the big boys increase dramatically to be more than 75%. So you see, this is the reason big boys more than 75% all the time, why it can be so bullish. The upward momentum can be so strong. This is the perfect example. This is the perfect bamboo shoot pattern. Okay, and this is another one, Singapore share, right? Singapore share, and we see consolidation is also a very narrow area. The consolidation lasts for roughly 2 weeks. 2 weeks here, roughly 2 weeks of consolidation. Then price break up the consolidation platform. When the big boys increase significantly to be roughly around 100%, and the purple line within the red bar, beginning of the rally, we see in 19 days the profit is 57%. 57%. Okay. So today I shared with you some details about this bamboo shoot pattern. Let me make a summary for you. Firstly, bamboo shoot pattern, the first condition can be easily satisfied. Narrow area of consolidation lasting for a while. That's easily to be satisfied. What's more difficult to be satisfied will be the second condition. We need a big boys increase significantly and retailers disappear completely. And also, at the same time, it has to be a long-term bullish, or it can either be on the brink of long-term bullish reversal, or it can be already in long-term uptrend and after a consolidation area. Then we get this pattern. Okay, so means we have two types of bamboo shoot pattern. First type is the consolidation area appear on the brink of the long-term bullish reversal. You check the relationship between the consolidation area and the white lines of homely rainbow. First type is the consolidation area appear at the brink of the consolidation area. This is the pattern, okay? This is the first type, okay? And second type is already priced in long-term bullish, in long-term uptrend, and then we get a consolidation area. Okay, so for homely, we always believe that if you really want to make a constant profit in the stock market, you need three factors: knowledge, tool, and mindset. All these three factors, you cannot get them and cannot master all these three factors very well in a short time. It must be time consuming. And that's why for homely, we provide members lifelong free learning, because we know that it's not possible for you to master all the skills and knowledges in a short time. It has to be a long time matter. Learning and mastering the skills of stock investment, it has to be time consuming. For most of the investors, it takes them a while, for some a very long time, to master all the knowledge and the tool and adjust the mindset before they can finally make profit constantly in the market and always avoid the big losses. Okay, so if you also have determined to become a winner in the market by learning and improving, you can consider to join Homely, because Homely is the professional training school that already existed for more than 20 years. Okay, so chances are always for those who are well prepared. So just like the bamboo shoot, are you willing to spend some time learning and improving before being so eager to make profit in the stock market? The bamboo shoot, before it sprouts, it spends 4 years to build up to grow its roots. For you, how long would you like to spend in learning and improving? Okay. Some people also asked me about whether or not we can have a filter method to get this bamboo shoot pattern, right? So actually there is, the homely software is a very powerful tool, can do the filter. And for bamboo shoot pattern, we do have a filter program. And in the following sessions, I will share with you the filter program. Okay, so that's all about today, and see you tomorrow. And finally, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumb up. And also you're welcome to share this video to your friends. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.